Let's talk about this shot, probably the most feared shot in the game. A lot of players call it a shank. I like to call it a lateral pitch out. A little softer, right guys? Before I get to the causes, let's talk about two facts, two undisputable facts. Number one, when you hit a lateral pitch out, the ball is making contact with the hosel, not the toe of the club like many players think. It's going dead right because it's hitting on the inside. That's fact number one. Fact number two, there's no question that at impact, your hands are closer to the ball than they were at address. Your hands are closer to the ball than they were at address. Those are two facts. Now let's talk about the causes. Number one, bad balance. And bad balance, guys, can affect you in two ways. If you're on your toes, obviously you're leaning in. A lot of players are in great balance here. They put the club down, now they're on their toes. The momentum of the swing brings them outside, and of course, you make contact with the hosel. What do players do to fix on the toes? They get back on their heels. Well, if they're too much back on their heels, we tend to recenter ourselves sometime during the swing. We'll move the weight back forward and get on our toes again. We want our weight moving to the target, not towards the ball. You move towards the ball, the club is moving out and bringing the hosel into play. Cause number two, bad alignment. Players read in the magazines, you got to open your stance around the green. But if you get too open, your right side of your body is too close to the golf ball. It's hard to drop it in, so you'll throw it out, and it contacts the hosel again. And finally, cause number three is a bad path. So if I line up, ready to hit this shot, a lot of players will bring this club head back inside too quick. If you come inside, the opposite is what? Outside. And you'll notice what comes through first is the hosel in dead right. Those are three common causes I deal with every week of the season. And if there's no questions, I'd love to bring up Brian Oreilly and put this tip in action. How about a nice applause for Brian?
All right, Brian.
Come on up here, Brian.
I've got all these issues, Doug, so this should be good.
All right, Brian, let's talk about the three fundamentals. Number one, we want to create good balance. So let's get over the golf ball. I want you to feel your weight over your laces, not on your toes and not on your heels. And it counts when you're set up over the ball, not when you're up here. When you're down here, that's when you're asking yourself, is it on the laces, okay? Number two, instead of standing extremely open with your shoulders, I'm gonna ask you just to be slightly open. I like the feet open, I like the shoulders pretty much parallel to the target line. And then number three, if you'll hold the club for me, what we don't want to do, which is very common, is we get that club in here, and then it comes back out, and you can see where it's going to hit. I want you to feel, Brian, nice and relaxed and much more down the target line. Just like that. Sound good?
Yep.
I'm going to step back with this wonderful team from PJ Wilhens. When you're ready, Brian, let's pitch one up onto the green. Looks like a little bit right to left. Look at this shot by Brian.
All right.
Oh, what a beautiful shot by Brian. And right in the middle of the club face, Brian. Well done. I hope you enjoyed the tip.
Great tip, Doug. Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
For your private or group golf instruction with PGA golf professional Doug Hendricks, go to winninggolftv.com.